All right, horror fans, buckle up because today
we
are diving deep into a brand new psychological thriller.
Oh, yeah.
It's called The Beast Within. And it's got everyone talking.
I bet.
We're going to be looking at a really in-depth review today from MovieKaTicket.
Right.
And let me tell you, this one, it's not your typical monster movie. We're going to be talking about some family secrets.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about inherited trauma and a monster.
Oh.
That just might make you question reality itself.
Ooh, I like it. I like where this is going. This film really blends classic horror elements.
Right.
A deeper exploration of the human psyche. I mean, we're not just dealing with jump scares here, although there are. But this film really digs into the darkness that can fester within families and the terrifying consequences of burying secrets for generations.
Okay, so the movie starts off and we meet young Willow having with her parents in a pretty isolated place. And her dad, Noah, he's got some pretty strict rules, especially about what happens after dark, which of course just makes Willow all the more curious. I mean, talk about a recipe for disaster. And boy, does she stumble upon a horrifying truth.
Oh, no. What is it?
Her father transforms into a wolf-like creature under the moonlight.
Oh, wow. A werewolf?
I mean, how do you even process that?
As a kid, I mean, I don't know. How would you... It's a classic horror trope. For sure, the werewolf. But what's interesting here is the way the film uses it to explore this concept of inherited trauma. It's not just a monster. It's a curse. Passed down through the family line, like the sins of the father. Literally transforming him into a beast.
Wow.
And then we meet Waylon, this creepy groundskeeper who's been around forever.
He seems to know a lot.
And he knows a lot about the family's twisted history.
Yeah.
What do you think? Does the film do a good job of connecting those past events to the present?
Oh, absolutely. That scene where Willow finds her grandmother's diary gave me chills.
Oh, yeah.
All those cryptic entries, hinting at some dark past, maybe even some abuse.
Oh, wow.
You start to wonder if the monster's even real?
What? You think it might not be real?
Or maybe it's a symbol of all this pain and all these secrets that the family's been holding on to for so long.
That makes sense.
And it's like they're coming back to haunt them.
Wow.
It adds this whole psychological depth to the story.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, is it real? Or is it a metaphor?
Right.
Or could it even be both?
Ooh. Now that's the question. That stays with you after the film is over. It blurs the lines between reality and metaphor, and it leaves the audience grappling with the ambiguity of the monster's nature. Even the review we're looking at mentions that the ending is open to interpretation. Like, you leave the theater questioning everything you just saw. Yeah.
It's not just about escaping some creature.
No.
It's about confronting this darkness inside all of us.
Yeah.
Like, we all have the potential to become monsters ourselves.
That's deep.
Speaking of confronting darkness, the performances in this movie are incredible.
Tell me about it.
Kit Harington plays a tormented father, Noah, and he just nails it.
I bet.
That shift.
Yeah.
Between loving dad and terrifying beast.
Oh,
One minute he's tucking Willow into bed, and the next he's this snarling, bloodthirsty creature.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
it shows just how talented Harington is.
It does.
Pushing those emotional boundaries.
Yeah. Like, absolutely. And we can't forget Ashleigh Cummings, who plays Imogen the mother.
Oh, yeah.
She's caught in this nightmare. And her performance is filled with this quiet intensity. You can feel her struggle, torn between protecting her daughter and the love she has for her husband.
Yeah.
Even as he's transforming into this monster.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
She doesn't just play like a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
She's fighting.
She's strong. Yeah. For her family's survival.
Yeah. And of course, we can't forget young Caoilinn Springall, who plays Willow.
Yeah. She's the heart of the film. She captures both the innocence of a child, but also the dread of her situation.
Right.
The way she balances those two is just incredible. You can't help but root for her, hoping she can escape all the darkness.
Totally. You know what really stood out to me? The practical effects.
Oh, yeah?
The monster looks so real.
Yeah.
It's visceral.
Yeah.
It's not some polished CGI creature.
No.
It's raw.
Yeah.
It's unsettling, adds to the horror.
Absolutely.
In a way that CGI just can't. And the setting plays such a crucial role, too.
Yeah.
Harewood Woods and castle in West Yorkshire.
Yeah.
With the Gothic architecture and the shadowy forest.
It's creepy. It really amps up.
Becomes like a character.
Yeah.
Amplifies that feeling.
Yeah.
Of isolation and dread.
It's like something out of a Gothic novel.
Right.
Perfect setting for this story. And we gotta give the director, Alexander J. Farrell, some credit.
Oh, yeah.
He created such a tense and suspenseful film. Even the quiet moments
are filled with unease, like you're just waiting for something bad to happen.
You're on edge the whole time.
Yeah.
The review praised his ability to build suspense so slowly, methodically. Even the ordinary stuff feels tense. And that's what makes this film more than just a monster movie.
Right. So to wrap things up, The Beast Within is a chilling psychological thriller that uses this werewolf myth to explore deeper themes of family, trauma, and the monsters that we might all have inside us.
It's about the darkness in the human heart.
Yeah.
And the bonds that connect us.
MovieKaTicket gives it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, calling it a must-watch for horror fans.
Well deserved. And that brings us to our final question. If you were Willow, facing this horrifying truth about your family and the possibility that you might carry this monster inside you, how would you handle it?
Ooh.
Would you give in to the darkness, or would you fight to break free?
Wow.
That's something to think about.
That's a tough one. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into The Beast Within. We'll see you next time for another thrilling descent into the world of horror.
Can't wait.